Hello viewers, welcome to learn all about S4 HANA, and this channel is dedicated to helping you learn about ERP, SAP and the latest ERP systems, SAP S4 HANA and cloud, everything in the upcoming videos. So whether you are a student, a fresher or exploring IT careers in SAP S4 HANA, then you are in the right place. So before starting into brief introductions about ERP and SAP, we'll start with a question: how the top companies like Apple, Nestle, and Reliance run their business smoothly? The simple answer is E. So what is ERP? What is the full form of ERP? Is Enterprise Resource Planning. From the full form, you will get into an idea what it's all about. And it is a software system that helps organization manage and integrate all core business process in one place. So let's think about this. With ERP and without ERP, how the business will run. I mean, a company will run the business process. So without ERP, the finance, sales, HR, inventories all have their own separate data in their separate systems. Like the data is scattered, so there is a chance for duplication happens, decisions are delayed. So that's how here comes the ERP. With ERP, the business process will run like in one system, one database format. So there will be no duplication happens in the ERP. Let's see about the evaluations of ERP. In 1960s, they introduced the inventory control systems, and later the material requirement plannings in 1970s and 80s manufacturing resource planning was introduced, and 1990s ERP was born. In 2000s extended ERP, then 2010 cloud ERP, and 20s intelligent ERP is introduced. Next, we'll talk about what is SAP. So the full form of SAP is Systems, Application and Products in Data Processing. So this SAP is a software that helps business run smoothly by integrating all their process in one system. That means it is a suite of enterprise resource planning, that means the ERP, and the evaluation starts in 1972 with SAP R1, that is a one tier, and 1980s SAP R2, that is in two tier, and 1992 SAP R3 as a three tier. So what is an R1 with one tier, two tier, three tier means? In one tier, all like presentations, applications and databases are located on a single server. So to overcome with the problems of this one tier, they introduced the two tier where the application and presentation will be in one server and the database in the another server. So there is also some drawbacks in two tier. So they have introduced to the three tier, which has an individual layer for presentation, application and database. Then they introduced the SAP ECC on 2004. It is a central component within NetWeaver where most of the functions and modules are created in ECC even now. So then 2010 SAP HANA, that is an in-memory database, was introduced, and after 2015 plus, I mean after that 2015, SAP S4 HANA, that is a cloud and AI was introduced. Next we'll talk about a brief about enterprise resource planning. So what are the modules of ERP means? If you go in the financial management, so what has happened in the financial management is they manages the accounts, payables, receivables, general ledger, and also they manage the budgeting and financial reporting in this financial module management module. Then comes the supply chain management, where the covers requirements like logistics, warehousing and supplier management, all manages in the supply chain management. And they also ensures in this module they ensures materials and products move smoothly across the chain. So when we talk about the human resources, they manage the data like covers employee data, payroll, so requirement details, training, the employees performance managements and also the attendance. So when we talk about the customer relationship management module, here the customer relationship management managers, so they maintain customer data, sales pipelines, and sales service. After sales service, they maintains the data in this, and also they enhances the customer satisfactions and loyalty in this customer relationship management. When we talk about this project manufacturing management, here the plans, executes, and monitor projects with timeline, budgets, and resources will happen in this project and manufacturing management modules. Here comes the analytics and reporting. In this analytics reporting, they make a data driven decisions to improve the operational efficiency, and they make it a centralized data for a real time access, like to perform a matrix. Automated report generations is done in this analytic reporting, and in this they also can find bottlenecks, cut cost, and forecast and future trends. Now we'll talk about what are the types of ERP systems. The first one is an on-premise, that means installed locally, and it is a highly customizable. So in on-premise, in this the company have their own hardware and softwares which have that full control over the system, so they can customize and they can have an upfront investment and ongoing IT maintenance. When we talk about the cloud is the hosted online, scalable, lower upfront cost. So what is this cloud ERP means? So here the hosted the vendor service and accessed via the internet, usually through like a subscription model. It is a lower upfront cost. It's an automatic updates and it is a remote access. When we talk about the hybrid, the company have the mixes of on-premise and cloud-based. So allowing business to keep critical applications like critical data or in on-site while having a like other datas will be in the cloud. So let's see the diagrammatic representation of this on-premise and cloud. So this is an on-premise or in-house, cloud and on-premise. So when we come next, we'll jump into SAP systems, that is in system application products and data processing. So the features of SAP, it is an integrations, that means the all business functions like finance, supply chain, HR, sales are all connected in one database. So real-time processing, it is a real-time processing where you can update the data instantly across the system at the same time. So here the customizations can be adapted to industry needs, and it is a global use. That means if you want to make a currency according to the countries or the languages, we can make it up in the SAP software. When we talk about these modules, there are like SAP financial accounting, like controlling and material management, sales and distribution, production and planning, human capital management, warehouse management, and customer relationship management, or the modules of the main functional areas of SAP. And when we talk about the technical side, there are SAP ABAP, Basis, and HANA. So when we talk about this, if you take in financial accounting here, that manages the company financials, ledgers, payables, receivables, and reporting. And when we talk about the controlling, they focuses on cost tracking, budgeting, and internal reporting. And sales distributions, they handle sales orders, pricing, shipping, and billing. All these things are handled in sales distribution. When we come to material management, they manages the procurement to process, inventory, and material plannings are all done in this material management. And when we talk about the production and planning, the scheduling of the production, capacity planning, the execution of a manufacturing, everything is happened in the production planning module. Quality management is they ensures quality control in production and procurement. Plant maintenance is maintains the equipment, prevention maintenance, and repairs all done in the plant maintenance. As it is in human capital managements, the employees payroll, data, their recruitment, and performance all done in this human capital managements. And when we talk about the warehouse managements, the warehouse operations and stock placements are all controlled under this EWM. And customer relationship management manages customers' interactions, like life cycles of sales, all done in this SRM module. So in the upcoming videos, we'll talk in depth about all these modules and S4 HANA and what is in the cloud, difference between on-premise, everything we'll talk about in future videos. Thank you for watching, and keep eye on our next videos. Your feedbacks are valuables. Let's do the journey together to make it easy. Thank you.